the world, development is triggered by the vastness of opportunities and human talent. One such place in the world is Narok County. Narok County is situated in Kenya along the Great Rift Valley and lies on the extensive stretch of scenic valleys, plateau and grasslands on the southern part of the Great Rift Valley. It is named after Enkare Narok, the river flowing through Narok town. The county covers an area of 17,944 square kilometers and has a population of slightly over 1 million people. Narok town is the capital headquarters of the Narok County and stands as the major center of commerce in the county. Narok County is the largest producer of barley and wheat in Kenya. This is a county that largely contributes to feeding Kenya. This young and vast county is striving to turn the page of history, the history of underdevelopment. At the heart of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 is devolved government structures. % of government resources have been devolved to these counties, a landmark development that guarantees their prosperity and improvement of the quality of life of Kenyans. Devolution has presented a unique yet formidable frontier for balanced development. Narok is on the move. Governor Tunai is leading a team of transformative leaders on a journey to bring about socio-economic transformation for the people of Narok.
Narok County is well known here in Kenya and across the world as the home of the spectacular Maasai Mara, the holiday paradise. You probably also know that Narok County is one of the highest producers of meat, wheat, barley, and maize in Kenya. We are turning Narok around. We are reaching out to local and international investors to put their confidence, time, and money in the county of immense resources and opportunities.
In Narok County, opportunities for investments are open in agriculture, mineral sector, energy, education, health, and tourism.
In 2013, as the government was being formed, we embarked on doing a county integrated development plan, and we saw that because of the potential that we have in agriculture and in the livestock sector, our first step into industrialization would be agro-based industries and livestock-based industries, meaning that we have a lot of potential in those in those two areas. And it will be an easy offtake for any investor who comes on board and invests in those particular areas, because there's availability of the raw material that we'll need in those particular sectors, and there is also availability of manpower for those particular sectors. And it is the sectors which we engage in as the people of Narok County from a cultural perspective.
Narok County has a strong cultural attachment to large-scale livestock keeping. Therein lies the great opportunity to make the county self-sufficient by embracing value addition in livestock farming, hence the great opportunity to set up abattoirs and leather industries. This is what has informed the need for an abattoir in the county. Narok County is known for its large-scale production of milk and a key county that supplies meat to the capital city, Nairobi. This makes the county prime for value adding in meat and dairy products.
Maasais are known for cattle keeping over the ages, and there is a great potential in dairy industry. This is a golden opportunity that needs to be exploited. There is enough land for growing of feeds. It's a good climate, because if you check at the Mau belt, from Nairobi Enkare going all the way Melili into the Mau and all the way to Ngareta or Lololonga areas, these are high potential areas for dairy. You can only compare it with Kinangop, Nyandarua, or Limuru in some parts.
Narok County has good potential in fish farming, and I would like to encourage more people to invest in fish farming in Narok County because it has good climatic conditions, there's availability of enough water and space, and it's easy to manage. It doesn't require a lot of human labor, and it has good returns.
Narok is additionally known for large-scale production of potatoes and onions. These are highly consumable products produced in Narok County on large scale in Mau Narok. A processing factory for potato and onion products is most desirable.
Narok County is known to be the breadbasket of Kenya, and we want to bring out that potential by industrializing in that particular sector and also making it easy for the investor to access the supply chain from the farmers using cooperatives. We're looking at using cooperatives to consolidate the volumes from the farmers and to bring their produce together so that they can commit these volumes to the investor who will set up in whatever area. We currently produce 80% of the barley utilized in the country, and we have 67% production of the entire country's production of wheat within Narok County, and that would be a very good opportunity for an investor to come on board and actually produce at source and also benefit the people by giving them better prices for their wheat.
Unajua mimi ninalima kutoka kwa shamba, mnunuzi anakuja na boroka, ingine napeleka Narok, ingine napeleka Nairobi. So mimi nauza chakula kwa shamba na vile tumeelewana tunamaliziana hapo. So ninaona ninaumia nikiuza hapa juu ninanunuliwa vile haistahili.
So if we get our own industry here to take up and do the whole processes from stage 1 to the last process of production, then definitely we will create employment. Our farmers will get value addition for their produce, and we may not need to go to Mombasa because there will be a lot of costs. So it means our people are not getting the right profits, or they are not maximizing the profit that we require. So we are seeing that as a gap. So that is the reason why we are really looking for investors to come in.
Transportation of finished products is not a big challenge. The Crossroads County is linked by a major highway to Nairobi, which even takes you to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. And the Mombasa port is not far off. Thus, shipping of goods to other parts of the world is easy and convenient. Most importantly, Kenya's other transport corridor is the Mombasa port and Mombasa-Uganda transport corridor that passes through Nairobi and much of the Northern Rift. This practically links Kenya to the whole of Africa.
In this investment summit, the focus areas are agriculture. By agriculture, I mean both agro-based industries and livestock-based industries. We're also looking at the energy sector. There's a lot of potential in the energy sector. We're looking at health and related services. We're looking at actually having an integrated healthcare city, which will be a standalone city within Narok County, where all health services will be located, and including even a university will be located there. We're looking at also education as a focus area. We're looking at setting up an education city. We're looking at an international school of global repute being set up within Narok County that will offer education not just to the people of Narok County, but we're looking at a premium market, not just in Kenya, not just in East Africa, but the whole of Africa.
The Invest Summit will help transform the lives of the people in many ways. It means that the circulation of money will increase, and the more the investments, the more the revenue that can be accrued by the county. And the more the revenue that can be accrued by the county means that you can support the other sectors, education, health, and all that. And therefore, it has the potential to really boost our economy as a county.
Narok hosts the Great Maasai Mara Reserve, famed for its amazing spectacle of the migration of millions of wild beasts to Tanzania in search of pasture, one of the newest inclusions in the wonders of the world.
There's no other wildlife destination in the world that can compare with the Maasai Mara in terms of diversity and density of wildlife. You add the migration to that mix when you see 500,000 wildebeest spread out over the landscape, when you see these crossings and the action that goes on around the crossings. Not only the lions that are waiting in ambush, the crocodiles that are waiting in ambush in the river, they're just a huge mass of animals that are here. And you can't compare that nowhere in the world.
In the high season, Maasai Mara Game Reserve hosts a minimum of 3 million tourists and over 1 million tourists in the low season.
We really thank the Narok County that they've really improved our infrastructure. And you know, with the improved infrastructure, also attracts more guests because it's easily accessible. It used to take 2 hours to access a stretch of 35 kilometers. It takes you now 30 minutes. And if you're doing slowly a game drive, it takes you close to 40 minutes. Right now it takes you roughly 5 to 6 hours drive from Nairobi, our capital city, to the Narok County, inside the Mara. Long time ago it used to take you 12 hours. Even the airstrips that have recently been renovated, now we can be able to land the Dash 8s, the big aircrafts that carry close to 40 to 50 guests for us as well.
Our tourism sector is open for investments because the potential of the Mara has only been explored to 40%.
And that's how we do it in Maasai Mara.
The Maasai Mara reputation as a treasured premium wildlife sanctuary and tourism destination is cherished locally and internationally.
It's not a zoo like you just go and see animals in a glass window. If you come to Maasai Mara, you actually see them in their natural habitat, the beauty of where they originated from. You'll be able to see that here. And also the people, the Maasai people are still very original. It's not made up. You're seeing a culture that has originated and is still the same today. If you've never seen it, you're missing out on a lot, actually.
Come feel the beauty of our rich, unique, traditional culture. Choose Narok County. Invest in Narok County.
Partner with us as an investor and be a part of the future. Come, let us make dreams and goals possible.
Become a partner in our transformation. Become a partner in our progress. That is what we are reaching out for.
Welcome to the future of Narok County.